Well, I think the thing with Marcus is that you have glimpses, and I think, that's always the hardest thing for a team, for an analyst to try to assess is when you see glimpses, you see moments, you see games where you go, man, see, he can do that. He can make those throws. He can carry a team. I did the Dallas game last year that they played, and man, he made some huge, big-time throws at big-time moments, and you see that and you go, gosh, that's what we think he's capable of. But the problem is you don't see it enough. You don't see it consistently. It doesn't show up on a week-to-week basis, and it leads to frustration. And so I think that's the first thing is we got to figure out who he is and what he's going to be on a weekly basis. And that's probably the most frustrating thing for Tennessee is that we've only gotten glimpses. And so I don't really know at this point, 4 years in, who is he as a quarterback? What can we count on? Is he a franchise guy that can carry us with his right arm? I still don't know that from him. But yeah, I think the other part becomes, let's go back and look at the number of weapons he's had and the situations he's been in, and have we given him enough around him to say, show us that you can carry us with rush. We put the weapons around you now. Now you've got to prove it to us. But every year it seems like I'm looking and going, okay, they're okay on the outside. They got okay weapons. They need to get more weapons around him, guys that are quality players that you go, okay, now he's got everything he needs. Now we've got to figure out, is he the guy for the future? And obviously it's why they went and got Ryan Tannehill. I mean, you don't go out and get another guy that's a starting quarterback that's getting paid that much money unless you're not sure about the guy that you have. And, I think both those guys are in the same boat. I think you got two quarterbacks now that you go, we've seen moments, we've seen glimpses, but we still don't know if either one of these guys is a franchise quarterback, and they need one of the guys to step up and show the team who they are and what they're going to be for the rest of their career.
And from a health perspective, both of those guys, Marcus and Ryan, have struggled to stay on the field. Is there some sort of secret recipe when you're a quarterback to staying healthy?
No, there isn't. I mean, don't get hit is usually the best thing. But when you're a runner, sometimes that doesn't even play into it with soft tissue issues. But no, I mean, it's crazy. I can think back throughout my career, and you just think you watch hits that you take, and you take a huge hit, and you get up, and you don't feel any different. You take a minor hit, and you end up with some kind of injury where you go, seriously, I got injured doing that? Or I look back at my career, I never suffered a major injury outside of injuries to my right hand. And I remember thinking, really, anything else I can play with? Break a finger on my left hand, I'm good. But sometimes it just happens, and you can't explain it. And we can throw around the word injury prone. I don't really know if that's a thing or not. But just sometimes it works out like that. Is a normal routine hit, you fall the wrong way, or you end up landing, in this particular way, or your fingers. I broke a finger taking a snap under center when the center thought I was in a shotgun. What do you do? Am I injury prone? How do you? So sometimes it just happens that way more than anything you can really do to prevent it. I think the bottom line is you just got to play football and play the way that you play, and you hope you're fortunate that you don't take one of those funny hits that turns into an injury.